Hello to anyone watching this video. Um, Reason I'm creating this video here is to raise awareness for people that are suffering from mental health. For people suffering from mental health, the world can be a very lonely place. I know this because I experience mental health. No, I'm not a doctor, nor do I carry a degree from any university, but I do have a lifetime of experience with my own mental health issues. Here's a few uh, that I experienced. So, social anxiety, panic attacks, depression, OCD, suicidal thoughts, mood disorder, personality disorder, and conversion disorder. For those of you that don't know what conversion disorder is, my own definition would be a PTSD in a physical form. Stress or exerting myself will result in mental and physical shutdown. I've spent some time in a wheelchair. Not anymore, not for quite a few years. I was actually able to return to work part time after being off 10. So, anyway, that's just kind of my experience with that. Uh, so, first thing I'd like to say is that you're not alone. And I really came from that place of thinking I was alone, and it is not a good place to be. Anyways, I was I don't know, 20 years ago. I was I was seeing a counselor, and actually, one thing I want to say about that is some people think that maybe getting help is a weakness, but uh, we're not really taught how to deal with ourselves. So by seeking help, you're looking for education that was never supplied to you. So I don't really see that as a weakness. I think it's pretty smart. In fact, I come from 20 years ago. I absolutely hated myself, and I could tell you right now, I didn't like people very much either. But I'll tell you right now that I love myself and I love people. Um, but it's just I understand a little bit more about myself that I didn't before. Um, Anyways, getting help helped me to help myself. So I want to share that with you. It really helped me to know that I wasn't alone, and gave me confidence to push through and better my life. So I wish that for some of you. Uh, Hopefully, maybe one day that you'll be able to do that. So you are not alone. Um, you are not your mental health. You know, we have our thoughts and our feelings and life and all that, and sometimes life gets so overwhelming, and you basically find yourself in a state where you don't feel like you can function in this world. You feel like you're unable to deal with anything. You feel like you're failing constantly. You're being judged for it. Just getting a lot of feelings on that. We end up judging ourselves, and all you see is this kind of broken person, and that's what you see in yourself, and then you how do you like that person? That person can't even function. Uh, I've been, I've had the world knock me down, and I've kicked myself while I was down there. What's wrong with you? Get up, get up. We're so hard on ourselves, but there's hope. There's some hope here. This vision of yourself is not a clear vision of who you are. It's a lie. The mental health lies to us about who we are. We judge ourselves. We become hard on ourselves. And we have this belief that we aren't worth anything because we're not seeing what we could be. And what I want to explain, something that I figured out, is that you're not your mental health. I'll say it again. So here's your mental health, and what happens is it gets so intertwined that you don't know what isn't you. Like it feels like it's all you, and you're just, you know, you're stuck in there with yourself, and you're stuck with yourself 24/7, and you can't function, and you're comparing yourself to every other person out there that you see a little bit of their world, and they look like they're doing good, and that's what you compare yourself to. It's not a fair comparison. Okay. um so this results in self-hate, unacceptance of self. How is anyone else going to accept you? You can't accept yourself, so you find yourself in this corner, and like you 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 don't really see a way out. So uh, what I figured out is, piece by piece, step by step, I started defining my mental health. I started to put my finger on what was my mental health. And the more that I figured out what my mental health was, the more and the more defined it became, the more I was able to look at it as it was. And the cool thing is, when I looked at what was left over, I saw myself. And all this stuff I didn't like about myself is over here. So uh, I start looking at this person, and I actually like this guy. And I actually grew to love this person. And the more I was able to know who this person was, the more power I took away from this, because this has power over us and we don't even know it. So getting help is only about empowering yourself to take those steps forward. And yeah, so this is my advice to you: slow down, pay attention to yourself. You're like, you are worth it. I'm telling you, you're worth it. Uh, Begin to unravel all those thoughts and feelings. Try to do your best at not judging yourself. Try to observe yourself. Maybe instead of judging yourself, ask yourself why you maybe feel the way you do or do what you do, and try to find answers for that. Be proud of every step forward, no matter how small. Like even if you're moving forward very slowly, it's still moving forward. It's still progress, and you should be happy about that. And the more happy you are about the small progress, it's going to lead you to the bigger steps. Be proud of yourself. You are not your mental health. Begin to see that you are not broken. You are not that broken piece of shit you think you are. And pardon me if you don't feel that way, but I felt like I was a piece of shit. And it was so untrue. I feel like a beautiful person now. So you're not broken, and are not your mental health. And I would like to just finish this off with a little something I wrote called "You Are Not Broken." You are not broken. You are not stuck. You are more beautiful than you know. You are not alone. You are where you need to be right now. You are healing. You are growing. Be patient with yourself. Have compassion for all that you've been through. Find a way to love yourself back into life again. Take good care of yourself. Things are getting better, slowly but surely. I love you all. Take care of yourself.